Former One Direction star Zayn Malik has found his family under unwanted spotlight after shocking news surfaced about his brother-in-law, Martin Tyser. Tyser, who married Zayn's youngest sister Safaa Malik back in 2019, has now been sentenced to 4 years in prison following a major police operation targeting a County Lines drug network. The 23-year-old was arrested earlier this year when police raided his home in Bradford, West Yorkshire as part of Operation Keyside, an extensive crackdown on the distribution of Class A drugs. During the raid, officers discovered £17,000 worth of crack cocaine hidden in the garden. Reports reveal that the stash was guarded by a large dog, presumably to deter intruders or anyone who might stumble upon the illicit operation. The court heard from prosecutor Alicia Kay, who presented evidence showing that Tyser had been actively involved in selling drugs. Police seized a mobile phone during the raid that was linked to a so-called Kev Lien drugs line, an operation used to advertise and arrange drug sales. Bulk text messages and calls traced back to this phone demonstrated the scale of the network's activities. Tyser, who married Safaa Malik when she was just 17, became part of the Malik family at a time when Zayn himself was pursuing his solo career overseas. Due to professional commitments in the United States, Zayn could not attend the wedding but marked the occasion by gifting his younger sister a house reportedly worth £245,000. Notably, this was not the same property raided by police in May. The arrest and subsequent conviction have cast a shadow over what seemed to be a quiet family life away from the global attention that Zayn and his former bandmates have long attracted. Since their marriage, Martin and Safaa have welcomed a daughter together, making the news of his imprisonment even more distressing for the family. According to investigators, Operation Keyside was launched to disrupt the County Lines networks, which typically use mobile phone lines to sell drugs across different regions, often exploiting vulnerable individuals to act as couriers or street-level dealers. The operation uncovered significant quantities of crack cocaine and heroin, highlighting the scale of the network's operations and the profits it generated. In court, it was revealed that Tyser's involvement in the network went beyond passive participation. The messages on the seized phone showed active coordination of drug deals, indicating a clear role in the criminal supply chain. As a result, the judge handed down a 4-year sentence. Under the current legal framework, Tyser is expected to serve at least half of his sentence before he can be considered for release on license. While neither Zayn Malik nor other members of the Malik family have made public statements about Martin Tyser's conviction, it has inevitably drawn attention to their private lives. Zayn, who rose to fame as part of One Direction before launching his solo career, has often kept family matters away from the public eye, preferring to let his music speak for itself. The timing of the case comes as Zayn has been working on new music projects, further complicating an already intense public and professional life. Fans have largely expressed sympathy for Safaa and her child, noting that the consequences of Tyser's actions will impact his immediate family most deeply. The court documents also painted a picture of Tyser as someone who, despite his young age, had taken significant risks to secure financial gain through criminal means. The discovery of such a large amount of crack cocaine, combined with the protective measures taken, including hiding the drugs in a garden patrolled by a dog, suggested a degree of premeditation and understanding of the dangers involved. The County Lines crisis has been an ongoing concern for law enforcement in the UK, with police forces across the country working to dismantle these networks. Typically, the operations rely on dedicated phone lines, bulk messaging, and fast distribution networks to meet the demand for Class A drugs, often causing harm and violence within local communities. Operation Keyside, which ultimately led to Tyser's conviction, has been hailed by police as a successful step in disrupting one such network. The conviction sends a message that involvement, even at what might appear to be a local level, can lead to significant prison sentences. For Safaa Malik, who married young and is now raising a daughter largely on her own, the news must be deeply painful. It's unclear what support she might receive from her famous brother, but it's widely speculated that family members will do their best to shield her and her child from further scrutiny. Despite the seriousness of the crimes and the sentence imposed, the family's personal story has resonated with many online. Commenters have expressed concern for Safaa's well-being and for the couple's child, who will grow up with her father absent during key years of her life. Ultimately, while Martin Tyser's conviction is about more than just a connection to celebrity, it underscores how crime can touch families from all walks of life, even those in the public eye. For now, as Tyser begins his 4-year prison term, the Malik family faces a new chapter marked by public curiosity, private pain, and the long-term consequences of choices made behind closed doors.